Hello, my name is Noel Novello. I am part of the faculty of the School of Aquaculture and Aquatic Sciences at Kentucky State University. It's my pleasure to introduce to you a special project that combines genetic improvement of Nile tilapia, on-farm growth demonstration in Kentucky, development of marketing and sales strategies, and human nutrition resources. This video series is intended to expand our awareness and our ability to make healthier food choices using locally produced products. Today, it really is my pleasure to share with you this vision that we had about creating some recipes, postcards, and a whole extension-based program on using Nile tilapia in our diets, how to prepare it, and in general, creating a video series that addresses processing, cleaning of whole fish, of fillets. And today we're specifically looking at the tilapia fillet, but this could easily be catfish. I did a practice run last night and I found catfish, and that's what I used. So you could use trout, catfish, so you can use trout, catfish, or tilapia. We're primarily using products that are locally farmed, and we want to expand the knowledge and awareness on how to handle food, to become familiar and comfortable with it, seafood in particular, and to provide easy ways of preparing it and eating. Today, I will be cooking for you a recipe that I created just yesterday, and I call it pan-seared garlic, tilapia, and spinach. Just thinking about that makes me hungry because the aroma of that garlic, once it sets in and you're smelling it, is what will drive us to really enjoy this, because it's all about the smell, the look, the taste. So the first thing I did, I took the tilapia fillets and I put a pinch of salt and black pepper on either side of it. Right now I have the pan is warm. I have it on medium high heat, and the first thing that I will do is measure out just a little bit of oil, and any oil will do, vegetable oil, olive oil, but I'll put just a little bit here. This is a half tablespoon. Now I can feel it's a little bit hot, so I'm going to lower it down a little bit more, and that's all I put in there. Next, I'm going to add the garlic. You can hear the garlic seasoning. I'm going to add all of it. I chopped up about 3 garlic cloves for these 4 fillets that we have here. And you can put as much or less. My hands are clean. I washed it for at least 20 seconds, which is something that you want to do in between movement of food and knives and utensils that you use. So I'm seeing the garlic right now. Actually, it's getting a little bit brown. So I'm going to put that on the side. Let me put it right here. I'll take out all the garlic, and now I will need to add just a little bit of oil one more time. Again, this is half a tablespoon. I will make sure to remove all the garlic that is left in there, because if it burns, it will provide a bitter taste. You don't want that. So now that the pan is hot, the oil is hot, I'm going to put the fish in the pan like this. I'm shaking off all the garlic that's there. Now you may want to use tongs or utensils to move the fish and put it in there. I am a very hands-on person. This is intended for your personal knowledge, and it's you always want to keep safety in mind when you're cooking and dealing with things. So I will just take a quick break because this will take about 2 to 3 minutes on one side. You could even go 4 minutes and turn it around, give it another 3 to 4 minutes, and the filet will be cooked. You can see it's starting to get a little bit brown here, and it's starting from a pinkish color, which is raw, to a white texture and color. At this point, I really don't need to do much. We just let the fish cook on medium high heat. If you see it's, if you feel like it is a little bit too high, put it to medium. You know, medium is safe. If you have it at medium, you may want to just observe your fish as it cooks and give it maybe 1 minute more than the 2 or 3 minutes I recommended earlier. So this is a non-stick pan, which helps a lot. It helps us to use very little oil. Of course, the fish does not stick to the pan and it's easily removed. And that is an advantage to using the non-stick pan. You can use a pinch of salt, and like I used a pinch of salt to cover 2 fillet surface areas. And then I turned it over, those 2 fillets, and then I went in, took a pinch of salt, and a pinch of salt is simply what fits in between these 2 fingers right here. And you can see it falling down, so you can just spread it around on the 2 fillets. Salt is to taste. If you really like salt, you can put more. It's up to you. But I think it's healthier and recommended that we limit our salt intakes. So I would use, as minimum salt as possible, but it really is salt to taste. The same for the pepper. I can see on the fillets, on the bottom part, that it still needs a little bit of cooking. It's turning color from pinkish to white, so we definitely let that full minute come up. So we're actually using our whole full minutes. Maybe we go to 4 minutes 20 seconds, but I'm just looking at the fillets. As soon as it turns color, it is fine. It is cooked. This thinner fillet, the thinner the fillet is, the better it is. And look how beautiful that is, crusted a little bit brown. Same with that one. Excellent. So this is what you want to see. It is crusted a little bit. It has no breading, so no excess carbohydrates, and it's very simple. It is salt, black pepper, garlic, seasoned with garlic beforehand, and then I took off the garlic and pan-seared it, and it's taking me about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. So at this point, because I have already done the garlic, I'm going to put about half of it in there. So now you can see the garlic is in. I just put the garlic on the tilapia fillet, and the last thing I will do in the last few seconds is just put in a little bit of crushed pepper. So you can use any kind of red crushed pepper, even fresh pepper if you want. You kind of dice it or slice it like a serrano pepper and just put it on top. And if you really like pepper, you can put habanero in it. So now, just to make it a little bit convenient for myself in handling the tools and what I have with me, I'll just take off that garlic and I'll put in just the fillets that are completely cooked, completely turned to a white color. If you cut open even on the thickest part, you will see it is all white. It's fully cooked. 4 minutes on each side, maximum 4.5. I am still using medium heat. It is cooked. All you need to do right now, just put the garlic, is just put your spinach. This is raw spinach. I previously washed it a couple times, rinsed it, and now I'm going to start just moving it around. It looks like a lot. This is about half a pound, maybe 10 ounces. What I did is I took off the stems because you can leave the stems on. I personally leave it on for myself. That's what I did last night, and I found myself chewing a little bit longer than I wanted to, but the stem is completely edible. It will just take time for you to chew on it. For our purposes, I just broke off the stems, washed it, and I'm just using the leaf portion. As you can see, this is as soon as it's wilted and it turns from a light green color to like a wet dark green, it is cooked. And there you have it. This was half a pound of spinach. I think for these 4 fillets, you probably want to use a full pound. The bunches that they sell at the supermarket might be half a pound or a pound, so you want to weigh them at the supermarket and make sure you have what you need. But you can clearly see here that I would probably eat more spinach than that, and this is all that's left. So my recommendation, put in a pound of spinach or more. You can never go wrong with spinach. So finally, this is the final product. You know, it takes us about 4 minutes on each side, maximum 5 minutes on medium heat to cook it. You can add any seasoning and you don't need to bread it. You can add Cajun seasoning. You can add some other lemon pepper seasoning. Just any seasoning of your choice, a powder seasoning, right? If it has salt, you probably want to limit the salt that you're going to put in there. Because I didn't use any pre-made seasoning, such as Tony Chachere's, or there are a million others, right? I like to stick to basic ingredients. Everything is basic. Fresh garlic, salt, ground pepper, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And we will have a number of these coming out. The people at Kentucky State University are a very diverse group of people in the aquaculture program, in the land grant program. We are supportive and participate in addressing the needs of minority, limited resource stakeholders in Kentucky. We have various programs, and this is just a very small portion of this video series. So thank you very much.